Hi, y'all. Welcome to your Andale Pues podcast. My name is Rose.
And I'm Jezebel.
And this is your third episode.
3 episodes in already.
How exciting, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Who would have thought?
Not me. Have you seen that video? Who'd have thought it? No?
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll find it and send it to you. Where he's like, not me. I'll send it to you. You'll understand. Or I'll post it right here.
So today's episode is going to be about how social media is not real.
Absolutely not.
You want to start it off?
Yeah, so I think we live in a society now where social media is so prominent, especially us as millennials. We've grown up with social media and we know social media. And I think it's so easy to get caught up in, oh, that person has it all together, or oh, this person looks like she has it all together, or, you know, oh, they have like the latest and greatest of whatever. But at the same time, like, they're posting their good things that are happening to them and only the good. Nobody posts about the bad. And I wouldn't expect anybody to.
Right. There's
like, si me está llevando la chingada, you'll never know it because I'm not going to post about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like, I'm just going to post the positive. Mm-hmm. I like to be positive. You know what? I'm not going to be a hypocrite because back in the day, way back, I used to post everything.
Some are some of my cringe memories, dude.
Same.
They come
and I'm
up.
like, what the fuck?
Like,
and you know what?
Like, what was I thinking?
My sister, Suma and Dora, shout out. They used to tell me all the time, like, you post everything. Mm-hmm. You post your whole life. And I would be like, I'd be embarrassed, but I'd be like, they don't know.
They don't understand.
They're just being big, annoying sisters, you know, but I get it now. Mm-hmm. And now I don't post everything about my life because I don't need y'all knowing about everything in my life. I post just the positive, and I always want to come off positive. I never wanted to come off like an envidiosa or a mamona, or, you know, because you what were we going to say about be humble, but
no, I think highly of myself, but in a humble way, not in a mamona way.
I said that to her, and she's like, oh my God, so that is such a good saying. And it just, like, slipped right out of my mouth, because there's some people that are humble in a mamona way, and that's, But if you are in a humble way, then, you know, by all means. But just always, I just want to always just keep it positive and post, like, my sweet moments, my memories that I want to pop up, back up along the way, along the years, because that makes me happy at the moment.
And it's funny that you say that, because now that I see some of these memories come up, I'm like, Jezebel, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, dude, ew.
Same.
But now I'm more mindful of, like, when I, you know, post something, like, is this something that I'm going to want to see? Like,
right.
In a couple of years, right? And so that's like the thought that I like try to keep. And so for me specifically, I think it comes a lot from, I've always been active on social media. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think you kind of build, you know, a community within the online, having an online presence. And like, and I know I sound like I'm talking like I have 85 million followers, and I don't. Like, I think I'm barely shy of 1,000 on Instagram and stuff. But of those, man, those fucking people love me, and I love them, and I'm invested in their families, and I'm invested in, you know, seeing people's life evolve. And there's people that I met that didn't have kids whenever, you know, we started connecting on social media, and now they have whole families, and I'm like, go you. And awesome. I love it so much. Yes. But I think too, we only post the good things in our life. Like,
what we want people to see.
Yes. If I'm having a shitty day from hell, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, my husband did this, and that, and now he pissed me off and my day is ruined. Or this person did this, and that, and now, like, this, everything is falling apart. Or, I don't know, for example, like, just randomly, like, oh, I missed a credit card payment, and now I paid an extra $40 fee, right? Like, nobody posts about that. Nobody's going to post about that.
Nobody gives a shit about that.
But also, referring back to, like, everything not being real, I post what I want you to see.
Exactly.
I don't post everything. And that's why, like, it really does get under my skin when I've heard comments, because even my husband has said, like, oh, well, you always post everything, or you're just like this person where, like, y'all can't get a good plate of food and just eat it. Like, you have to post about it. And that bothers me, and it does trigger me a little bit, because I don't post everything. Every time that we go out, I don't post every meal or every plate that I get. Yeah, but if I feel like it, I'm going to do it, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, because if it's aesthetically pleasing, or it looks really good, or somebody recommended to you, like, oh, look, I'm eating this or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you want to post it because it looks so good, and later on you want to talk about it and say, hey, man, it was shitty, mm-hmm. whatever. But it's not always about, like, you know, just posting. There's a meaning behind it.
Yeah, and so I think as far as, like, not being real, I had read something not that long ago that said, we post our highlight reel, or social media is a highlight reel. Mm-hmm. And that couldn't be more true.
Yeah, that couldn't have been said better.
Because I'm going to post when my kids have a milestone. I'm going to post, like, a nice looking picture of myself. Like, if I'm looking like Michael Myers at home, I'm not going to post a picture, right? Like, and so I think a lot of times we get caught up in, you only see pretty pictures of me, but you never see me looking like I fucking got hit by a truck.
Yeah, no.
You never see me, like,
I don't want people looking at me like that.
Yeah. Or, like, waking up like this. Like, you never see me when I'm fresh out of bed. My hair's everywhere. And I personally am somebody who has really gotten in a good habit of, like, doing my makeup almost every day. And so...
And another thing is, I'm big on filters. I fucking love using filters. There's some people that don't like using filters because it changes their face a lot or whatever. Pero si me quieren ver fea, vengan pa mi casa. O aquí. You know what I mean? Like,
that is so true. Si me quieren ver fea, vengan.
Yes. I mean, because I love filters, and, you know, not everybody loves filters, pero que me critiquen. I don't give a fuck if people, like, criticize me because I use filters. I don't give a fuck. If you want to see the real me, come find me at my house.
Right.
What does she go famous for Catch Me Outside?
Yeah.
You know?
Catch me at home.
Yeah, catch me at home or at the store, wherever. But I like filters, but they're not real.
Yeah, and I think filters, for me, it's kind of like depends on how it's being used, right? Because there are some filters that completely change the structure of your face where you don't even look like yourself. Like, if I were to see you out on the street, I want you to look close to the pictures that I've seen of yourself. Right. Maybe like an enhanced version, you know, on social media. Sorry, my eye. Maybe an enhanced version on social media. But if, like, a stranger wouldn't be able to recognize you, like, what are you doing? And you can tell, like, on those filters, like, no la chingues, you know, and they're for fun.
There's some that you're like, okay.
Yes, like, absolutely not.
The ones with the eyebrows over the hair.
No shit, dude. Or, like, the ones that blur your entire face. Like, no, I can't. So, I mean, and filters don't bother me. I think it's more of a thing where, like, where you only post pictures of you in a filter, you know, and you never post, like, a video of you just ranting or talking, you know, like, I don't know. That's,
I mean, I use
my take on filters
all the time, except here, of course, because, I mean, we're sort of live.
En vivo y todo color.
Yeah, so, en fea y todo color. No te crean. But, you know what I mean. Like, there's some filters que de plano you're like, no mames, you know? But, anyway.
And I, like, going beyond, like, a physical appearance too, I think the materialistic side of social media is important to highlight too, because God, like, I cannot express to you, because I mean, I've fallen victim to this as well, and I'm guilty of it, where I'm like, man, that person must have it all together, or like, oh, that person, man, I wish I could have that type of house, or I wish I could have that type of car, or like, look at how well her kids are always dressed and stuff. And I'm talking more like on the influencer side. And I think it's so easy to get caught up in that and feelings of not good enough. And for me, like, that's something that I've struggled with my entire life, and we'll get into that in a whole separate episode. But there's so many people, and I think that's why our mental health is in such a freaking tank right now and on such a downhill slope, because we see people posting only their highlight reels. But like, for example, you know, if somebody's living in this massive house or driving, you know, my dream car, which is an Escalade, or they're getting to go out on a weekly date night with their husband every night, right? Like, it's so easy for us as outsiders to just be like, man,
that's awesome. Like,
I want that life. But I know one in particular that I love her. I could watch her all day. I think she's just so much fun and so beautiful to like watch. But she has 4 kids too. And sometimes when I'm struggling with my kids, and only 3 of them right now, I think like that's a good reminder for myself to give myself, where everybody goes through this.
Yeah.
Everybody struggles through this. Like,
right. But you have to think about it this way. You're seeing from a recording point of view, not behind the scenes. So you don't really know what it's really like for her. You're just seeing the snippets of, you know, maybe it's an organized video or whatever, you know, or maybe they are well behaved, or maybe they are like living lavishly, but we don't know the underline of all that. Like, are they struggling,
or how they paid for that, if they're up to their eyeballs in debt, if they're struggling, like, you know, like, you just don't know. And I think on the day-to-day too, it's easy, like, and I think I can speak on it a little more, because people have told me that I look like I have it all together, because I am a corporate baddie. I take care. I'm the primary parent in my house. I take care of my house. I have to cook, clean. I cook probably 80% of the time. And so how do you have time for all that? Or like, oh, you're freaking have it all together, or you're able to get all of these things done or whatever. But like, people don't see that, like, I'm waking my ass up at fucking crazy hours of the night. And it's like, they don't feel the tiredness that I feel. And they also, or like on a Saturday, like during football season, when they see a really pretty picture of me and Manuel and all the kids and all their football stuff and like their spirit gear and stuff, no saben cuánto sufrí para salir de la casa.
Exactly.
Peinando a las niñas, cada una. Y cada una quiere algo diferente. Y la ropa, Jackson's uniform, like...
It's a hassle. And I've gotten the same... I take it as a compliment.
I take it as a compliment too, but I just want to be like, bro, you just thank you, but si hubieras lo que sufrí.
You know what my coworker just told me the other day? She was like, you make me want to get ready and get up and get ready in the morning. She was like, your whole vibe, your whole aura. She's like, you getting here looking cute all the time, having like being put up.
I remember thinking that at over there where we worked.
Yeah.
Too.
And it's not her that's told me this before, but I've had people tell me this, and it makes me feel good about myself because, you know, getting up and getting ready is a task, because I wake up at 5 a.m, make my husband lunch, I take my son to school by 6 a.m. for baseball, come back home, take a shower, get ready, get everybody ready. Like it's a whole thing, you know. And
it's a conscious effort on the daily.
And you just have to make time and use your time wisely too, but always like put yourself first, you know, because if you're not good, then nobody else is good. And I feel like we kind of, you know,
veered into self-care,
into something else, but you know, that's important, and it does tie into, you know, Facebook being real and Facebook not being real. You know, it's a lot that goes into that, and I just feel like not everything we see on Facebook is truly what it is, because we don't know what other people live behind the scenes. You know,
have you ever seen those TikToks of people that are they're driving in the car, and like the wife has like the phone like that, and they're both driving with like music on and just looking straight, saying like us driving for family pictures after almost getting divorced.
Trying to leave the house. Yes, literally.
Or like to the game, but almost getting divorced.
True,
yes.
You know, I mean, I've had those instances where I just want to choke my husband out because he's so patient, dude.
Or for me, it's that he could do more. Like, me miras que ando con, like,
En
chinga tras los niños peinando a esta se quitó el zapato, esta no le gustan los shorts, anda enojado que porque no encuentra esto. And you're there sitting there on the couch or taking your time getting ready.
No,
I know.
El esposo mío, God bless his soul, he is amazing. He will get Rain ready and get himself ready. El problema mío es que es tan pinche paciente que cuando repartieron la paciencia, él estaba al frente de la línea y les dijo, me lo llevo todo a la verga. Todo es para mí.
Le corre a Tole por la sangre.
A Tole por las venas, literally. And that's where I have a problem with it, because I'll be like, ya me voy a terminar de alistar, and he'll be like, I'm like, dude, hurry up. But nobody knows that part.
Right.
Everybody just sees the happy family, you know, which we are happy because I'm happy with my life. I really am. But nobody knows, like, that we just fucking, like, got into it. Ya, casi ni íbamos a donde íbamos because of that.
Girl, we've done that. And so we've done that too. And I think for us, I mean, I just told you that in January, we had this big event. We had outfits. We had everything. Y no fuimos.
Yep.
Porque salimos de pleito. And like, not to air out a whole bunch of dirty laundry, but I feel like that's why it's important to talk about this topic and just constantly remind people that social media is not real. People will see me post something about my husband, like being silly or being funny or being, you know, dry as hell with this dry ass personality and humor. Pobrecito, but it's who he is, you know, and he owns it. But we've even been told in life, like, oh, y'all look like the perfect couple, or like, you guys are goals because y'all have been together so long, which actually, I just had a memory come up yesterday that this man asked me to be his girlfriend 17 years ago.
Holy shit.
Bro, I mean, this man is all that I've ever known. I've been with him half of my life. And so people really like admire that. And I don't speak ill about my husband on social media. Like I said, I don't talk about, and if I do talk about it, I just talk about it in the sense of like, oh, well, that was annoying.
Pendejadas.
Or like before the concert where he was pissing me off so bad, and I just put, my co-pilot doesn't know how to act. But that's the extent of it, right? I'm not going to go into it. But people think that like, oh, we have this beautiful relationship where nothing goes wrong. We don't argue. We, you know, are just so perfect for each other, which I think we really are. But we are two of the most opposite people that you will ever meet in your life.
But opposites attract, man.
But do we talk about that? No. Like, and that's why I'm saying like everything is just a facade on social media. And I think when you dig deeper, like you find more to relate to, because if I struggled with it in a sense of, I always was like, why are you not romantic? Why don't you ever post me on social media? Why don't you ever like surprise me with like flowers randomly one day? Why don't you ever do this or that? But I think it's because I did let social media get into my head, where it set the expectation that this is what he should be doing.
Right.
And he's not doing it. And because he doesn't do it, he's not being the man that he should be.
Right.
Obviously, this was several years ago, and we've made so much progress because I got out of my own head and I started realizing what is good and amazing about him and appreciating that.
Right.
You know, and appreciating what I have. Not thinking about all the things that I don't have.
Yes, exactly. Like when you're reading a book.
Like, yes, you want him to be.
Yes, I was like, damn, I wish my man was like this.
Yes.
Or whatever. And then I'll tell him, adrede, like, jugandito, you know, ¿por qué no eres así? O ¿por qué no me hablas así? You know what I mean? Like,
maltrátame a la verga.
Maltrátame a la verga. Chingada madre. But, you know, you do get in your head sometimes because of social media. But
because it portrays something that shouldn't be, or like people posting stories, because everybody's relationship is different.
Oh yeah, and every man is different, every woman is different. Some like to be cuddled, some don't. I don't really like to cuddle. Okay, let me rephrase that. I like to cuddle for like a little bit and then get the fuck away from me. Seriously, because I don't breathe my
you get breath, hot, you get sweaty, like
or just like touch. One thing I like is that my husband looks for my feet in the bed at night, and then like having that little connection, you know what I mean? But like, don't smother me. Like, yes, like hazme piojitos or something while we're watching TV, but I don't overdo it. I don't like to overdo it.
I like to put it as like, I want to have my space, but I want you in my space while I have my space, or I want you near me while I have my space, right? Like, it's just it's so hard and difficult because you see other people and what they have, and it makes you wish that you had that, but then it's important to give yourself a reality slap.
Because my husband, he's posted me on social media, but my husband rarely posts anything on social media. I'll tag him on stuff that I post that has to do with him, but he's not like me. He's very reserved. My husband is very reserved on social media rather than me. I'm more out there like, okay, I want, and it's not only because I want to boast about it, but it's more so because I like to have those memories pop up, And
it's not showing off. People think it's showing off too.
And I like to share it because I have family from different areas. I have I have family in Missouri, family in Colorado, Kansas. I mean, Missouri is Kansas, my bad. Mexico, Houston, like all over the place, that I want them to engage with me through there and say, hey, this is, oh look, your baby's getting older, oh look, he's doing this or he's doing that. I like that engagement right there. So that's that's really why I post it, and just to have those memories, because you know what, one thing I regret the most, because I do have pictures with my mom, que paz descanse, I miss her so much, and it's a hard month for me, April, because this month she'll it'll be her 9th anniversary in heaven, and it's hard. But I wish I would have had more pictures with her. So that's another thing. Take all the pictures, take all the pictures that you can of any moment, any special moment with your loved ones, because at the end of the day, that's all you have left.
Seriously.
And when they pop up on my memories on Facebook and stuff of moments with her and my kids, or she and I, like,
you'll never forget it. Yeah.
It's just beautiful to me. So I mean, there's some stuff that is real, and a lot of it is not,
Yeah, and back to your point of, like, posting it because you want the memories. Like, if I post it, es porque me dio la gana ponerlo. Y ya. Se acabó. Exactly. Like, it's not a big deal to if it's not a big deal to you, cool. But it's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
And I want to. And there'll be people who are like, oh, well, you put yourself out there too much, or you put yourself out there too much. Bro, like,
que te valga verga, mijo.
I'm not, and even if you think I am, if I don't think I am, I'm going to continue doing it without permission, without, whatever. So, just make sure that you're being conscious of, when you start to get into those thoughts, like, even if it's somebody like me that triggers something about you, like, if my spirit stirs your demons, like, unfollow me.
Yeah.
Block me. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not going to get hurt by it.
What is it on TikTok?
Block. Yeah, because it really just is not that big of a deal. And here's another thing, and I know it has nothing to do with, like, being real on social media or not, but I need y'all to do me a favor. If you block somebody and then all of a sudden a memory pops up, don't unblock them and go look at their profile.
Yeah.
Have some freaking self-respect. And aguanta. You don't need to see what they're up to.
Yep.
You don't need to see what they're nothing. If
leave it the fuck alone.
Yes, because this happens with somebody very specific. But I'm blocked, and she doesn't want nothing to do with me or my family, and I'm happy, like,
ditto.
Bitch, I don't want nothing to do with you either. Lárgate. If I never see you again, it'll still be too soon. Yeah. But
same.
When a memory comes up, the letters are bold where I can go click on her profile. And I'm like, bro, have some self-respect. Like, if you're gonna block me, y así quédate. Don't let me catch you fucking having me unblocked.
I don't unblock people. Once you block, you're fucking blocked. Like, I can, the way I can cut people out of my life is scary as fuck. Because you know what? I can erase you from everything in a blink of an eye, and I will pretend like I never met you. And that goes family, friends, whoever that just doesn't bring positivity into my life or my kid's life. Like, I'm done. I will cut you off. You know, because that's, if you're not like, si no me están manteniendo, si no me están pagando mis pinches biles, vámonos a la chingada de aquí.
Like, if you are not for me, you are against me, period. So now that we've covered more about like how social media isn't real, I know we touched on self-care a little bit, so you want to kind of go into how important self-care is as just moms?
It's very important, because you know what, along the way you realize if you don't take care of yourself, nobody the fuck is gonna take care of you. So you have to like put in work for yourself, because
effort, dude, that's all it is.
That's it, effort. Because you know what, the older you get, no te quieres ver jodida, you know. So cuídate tu apariencia, tu pelo, like, you know, your appearance has, people lie about this appearance, doesn't matter. Yes, the fuck it does.
I think that's so true.
It's such a lie. It's such a lie.
I think that is so true.
Yeah, because for example, if I go to the salon looking
crazy,
rough and crazy, like, and they put me in a lineup with other hairstylists, like, I'm sure somebody's going to go with the one that's really nice and put together rather than the one that's not. So take care of yourself. Love yourself. Because if you don't do it for yourself, nobody else is going to.
And I think hear our heart behind this, because it's not mostly about like being materialistic and like having a full glam every day. If you're happy and you're comfortable with your hair slicked back in a bun every day and just a clean face with no makeup and just maybe some lip gloss, and that's what makes you feel good and confident, then by all means, you know, that's you. But I think especially as moms, it's so easy to forget about yourself, especially when you're like in those early years. Like, listen, I get it. And I personally did not have kids back to back. I have about 3 and 4 years in between all of my kids except these two. These last two are going to be closer together. So we'll see how that goes. But I think you have to find that balance, because in my humble opinion, when you look good, you feel good.
You feel good.
Right?
Yeah,
so like,
for sure.
See you on like just the past couple of days, because I've been so sick, me miraba de la verga. Like, I didn't do my hair, didn't do my makeup. I mean, it was so bad. And remember when we were practicing those intros, you were like, friend, you look so tired and just, you know, like, but I think I was sick at that time too.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You're just nauseated, tired, and fucking...
Yeah, because I was still in the first trimester. You're right. So, I feel like when I look like crap, I feel like crap, and I don't feel like doing anything. But I don't know what it is about the psychology behind it, but when you're put together and your outfit's put together, even if it's just jeans and the leggings and, you know, your tennis shoes, your hair's done, and your little bit of makeup, you know, it makes such a difference in how you go about your day, you know. Like, I feel like you get a little pep in your step. Versus if you're wearing the same shirt after 3 days, and I know, promise you, I know this from experience, and you haven't showered and you're just chasing after your kids and stuff, like, dude, donde no, like, your confidence just takes a nosedive. You know, I hope I don't get any hate for this, but like, honestly, when people pride themselves in not fixing themselves up on a daily basis and only like once in a while, or like they don't fix themselves up for work every day and they only fix themselves up for like, you know, a night out or something, like, I just don't believe that that's something to be proud of. I don't think it's cool.
And I'm gonna say this. I was at a restaurant. I don't remember what restaurant it was, and I was eavesdropping on a conversation of these men, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what's up, like, I've been talking to this other girl, and they're like, bro, but like, are you down to cheat on your wife? And he's like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it was hard. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what, she's let herself go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it was just like a dagger to my fucking heart because I was feeling for that other person.
But with that, is she, I mean, obviously we don't know who they are.
Really?
Is she really letting herself go where she no tiene ganas de nada, no se arregla, no nada?
And then this word like really stuck because they were Mexican. He was like, siempre anda toda fodonga, siempre no se arregla, tenemos que ir like a certain event or certain something for her to even make an effort. He's like turned off by it, and it's not just him. It probably happens more often than we think, and it, keep up with yourself. And
not defending him wanting to cheat or wanting him to or defending any of that, because that's disgusting. If it's that bad, figure something out, right?
Yeah, talk to her about it.
But at the same time, you can't blame him for feeling defeated by that.
Yeah,
because si llegas y nunca estás arreglada and you're always overwhelmed, which we're always all overwhelmed by the kids and stuff, but if you stop putting in that effort into yourself, what makes you think somebody else is not going to stop putting effort into you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And here's what I have always, always, always said, and I will say till the day I die. Why is it that when you are married, you can't put any effort into yourself? Ay, no tengo ganas. Ay, la depre. Ay, esto. Ay, lo otro. No, que los niños. No, que no tengo tiempo. No, que esto. But, bitch.
No fucking sense.
The minute that you are divorced, ahí empieza el gimnasio. Yeah. Siempre anda arreglada por todas partes. And listen, if you're on the other side of that and you think I'm wrong, it's fine. Just because this is something that I have always believed. Yeah. But, it's obvious, and it happens all of the time. Yeah. Look at people in your life that have gotten divorced. Yep. Doesn't the wife usually always have a glow up? If you don't have a good husband or whatever, that's one thing. But if you just stop putting in effort, or you think that it's okay to always be fodonga and not, it's just
not okay.
And that's see, I think self-care obviously goes beyond the day-to-day. For me, having my nails done is me feeling put together.
Same.
Having my foundation, a little bit of mascara, and some blush or something and lip gloss is enough for me to just feel good going about my day. Obviously, other days I have a full face or whatever, and my hair will be done or whatever. But to me, that's how I want to be. Because even when Emmanuel gets home and I've had, because it's not every single day, I try really hard, but sometimes the day just gets away from me or I'm just not feeling it. I hate him coming home to me looking like that. Yeah. I hate it.
I agree.
And he doesn't mind. He says he doesn't mind, and I think he does show effort. But
they do understand. But now if it's every day,
yes,
of every day, no mames.
Mm-hmm. Quiero que mi esposo llegue a la casa y que diga que le dé gusto llegar.
Yeah.
Que no me mire toda fea. Que de onda, fodonga, todo lo que termina en onda.
Con el maquillaje del otro día.
Yes, that's just it's not cool, it's not cute. And, I feel that can really just cause a wedge. But, and then we can go as far as even people doing a ton more maintenance, right? You, for example, get your eyelashes done and...
But I do what I do to keep myself up because honestly, if I don't have my eyelashes done, I feel like a pájaro desplumado a la verga. I don't like that. So no, I can't. Mm-hmm. And my nails, I have to because de por sí tengo pinches feas manos.
Me too.
Imagínate sin uñas, that's a no for me. I have to. And my husband is very supportive of my upkeep. A veces he'll be like, pero quiere traer uñas, pero quiere traer pestañas, and I'm like,
pero me quieres ver arreglada.
Ajá. Y la queso. Y el queso fuerte,
Yeah.
But
No, and I understand. And like I said, I mean, it's not really about like full hair, full makeup, nothing like that. It's about like what makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you, if you're all fodonga, like you're not going to feel good. And so, you know, and I always like to always think about and tell women, I mean, when they're like, you know, I just don't, how do you get yourself up every day? And honestly, dude, it's about making the effort, because my face, like something like this takes me literally like 10 minutes, 15 if I do my mascara right then and there. Like it's quick, it's just freaking do it, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not difficult for me to keep up with. So find what is easy for you to keep up with, find what's easy for you to feel good and confident, but just put forth the effort, because I guarantee your husband appreciates it.
Yeah. Shout out to NJ, in Brows by NJ on Facebook and Instagram. I just got my eyebrows done, retouched last week. No, it's been about a week or two.
I don't know, but they look fucking amazing.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Her name's Natalia, and she's at Glitz Salon. She's amazing. Go follow her on Instagram and get your eyebrows done if they look like shit. And now having my eyelashes and my eyebrows done all the time, like I literally get up and look put together.
Literally, I woke up like this.
Literally. You know, nomás me doy una peinadita, una manita de gato y vámonos. You know?
Yeah, no, it's about, I think low maintenance is so important too.
Yes.
Because
anything that's gonna fucking facilitate my life in the least minimum, like take my fucking money.
Yeah.
Literally.
Moral of the story, keep up with yourself.
Yeah. Keep up with yourself.
Social media is not real.
And put you first.
Yeah. Yeah, because and don't believe everything you see on social media. All we ever post is our highlight reels. We're never going to post, like I said earlier, cuando me está llevando la chingada, you'll never see it. Like, and I always say, me puedo estar muriendo, pero nunca lo sabrás.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm always put on a good face.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you so much for joining us for our third episode, and we'll see you on the next time. Bye.